Hello, it's Amy from Be Healthy Enough. Are you ready for another walk and learn? This is the third in my series on bone health. The first one I did was what is bone health and why it matters. The second was how to prevent bone loss or maintain it as we age. And this one's about creating a stronger, resilient bodies to weaker bones. But it also will help you keep a strong body overall. Even if you don't have weaker bones, you need to walk and listen with me, okay? This is going to be a more challenging one. It's a 1 by 1. We're going to walk slow or at our normal pace for 1 minute, and then we're going to do a bone building blast for 1 minute. So a lot more bone building blast. Listen to your body. Don't do anything that hurts. If you're out walking, make sure you're doing so safely with the earbud in your ear, phone in your pocket, watching your surroundings, keeping good posture, keeping good form. Are you ready to get started? I'm going to go over to my computer so you don't watch me. This is another pretty scene that I found. And then let me go. Where's my timer? There we go. Let me start my timer here. We're going to do a 1 minute warm up. Here we go. The timer is set. Remember, set your own timer for 15 minutes if you're going out and back. All right, let's take a chance. This is the chance to check in with your body, check your form, check how things are feeling, socks, shoes, knees, hips, back, shoulders, neck. Taking some deep breaths in, starting to warm up. I'll give you a good 2-minute warm up because the first one we do slow, then we'll do a bone building event. And hopefully you've listened to my other 2 walk and learn so you know a little bit about some of the bone building events we're going to be doing. But yes, this is the third one in a series to help women over 50 be healthy enough to do all they want to do in life and maintain their independence and prevent a fracture. This is all about preventing fractures. Let's see. If you don't know if you're at risk for osteoporosis, let's just walk a little bit faster. We're still warming up. Make sure you take my osteoporosis risk assessment. I'll leave the link below. We're going to talk about 3 things. This is the important part, is keeping your body resilient. You can be pretty devastated to get that diagnosis of osteoporosis. But you do not have to go wrap yourself in bubble wrap. There are things you can do to really make yourself resilient and resistant to weaker bones. Improving your strength or your muscle mass, improving your balance so you can catch yourself. You can have good balance so you don't trip. But then creating a strong core and a strong body so you can catch yourself if, not when. Let's see. Not when you trip, not if you trip. One of those 2. I always get that one. We will all trip. It's making sure not if, but when we trip. That's what it was. I said it right the first time because we're all going to trip over something. All right, we're going to do our first bone building blast. So what you want to make sure is that you're getting impact onto the ground a little bit more that you get with normal walking. This can be through heel drops where you're coming up on your toes and bringing your heels down with some force. You can do a slight jog, a little jump. You can do a run. You can do a big jump. You can do a hop from one foot to the next, just getting a little bit more impact than you would in the slower series. Getting that body, those bones going, something's going on in my body. I'm not just sitting there, so I better do something to make sure I'm building bones and keeping those bones strong, keeping those muscles strong. So it'll elicit an osteoblast. That means a bone building event. All right, so also improving your muscle strength, your balance, and your posture, making sure your posture is good, keeping it resilient to weak bones in your spine so you prevent a spine fracture, which is painful, I've heard. Now walk at your own pace, go a little bit slower. Remember, also, you want to talk to your doctor too. I am not a doctor. I'm an osteoporosis and menopause fitness specialist. So what I'm suggesting here needs to be approved by your doctor first and foremost, especially if you've got osteoporosis. And you also want to make sure you're not doing some of those bone risky activities. So no more tightrope walking, okay? Or probably bungee jumping if you do have osteoporosis. If you've been doing some things if you've already been doing that and you want to do that, by all means go for it, okay? So we're going to talk about the right kind of exercise because that is key. For everyone, it's important to exercise. But for us over 50, the right kind is key for the goals that we have. If your bone health is good, I say, and you've got some other problems that you want to work on, let's go work on that bone blast and give it a little bit more intensity with a jog, a heel drop, maybe a little bit faster pace is good enough for 1 minute. This timer, 1 minute, 1 minute doesn't give me a chance to really get into a topic that I wanted to cover with you. What was I saying? Oh, so swimming is not great for your bones, but it is good for your joints. So if you've got osteoarthritis, that might be the right path for you, all right? So any exercise is good. Just looking at what your goals are, and right now we're talking about bone health. So the right kind of exercise is weight bearing. Weight bearing is exercise or physical activity that you do on your feet and your legs that works the muscles and bones against gravity. Walking, running, dancing, jumping, hiking. It's not swimming or even biking, all right? Earlier in the Walk and Learn number 1 and number 2, I talk about force equals mass times acceleration, Newton's second law. Walk slow. Yes, I am a nerdy engineer. You either have to have more mass against gravity, so you're standing up, which puts more mass on your bones and your entire body than just sitting and lying down, because that's spread out equally a little bit more. You need to either stand up, or you need to have acceleration, or you need to add a weighted vest to add more mass, or acceleration, which is a stomp or an impact against the ground. You also need the right kind of exercise is muscle strengthening. Anything that you do to work your muscles and will work your bones, okay? Anything against resistance, lifting a weight, your body weight, bands, the equipment at the gym. Did I tell you to walk slow? Hear that timer and know that we're going to be shifting, all right? So, and then stability and balance promoting things are the right kind of exercise. Exercises that challenge your balance. All right, this one by one is tough. Go fast, okay? Do something more bone blasting right now. 1 minute. Exercises that challenges your balance, improves your spinal strength, promotes good posture, strengthens your core. Pilates, if you are not working your core, you're doing your body and your bones a disservice. All of those are perfect for creating a resilient body. So how is your balance right now? I want you to make sure that you take some time to understand where your balance is. Stand on one foot. We did this. I do this in many of my workouts. I have a balance test. I have a YouTube video on how to test your balance, so try that, okay? The wrong kind of exercise, if you have severe osteoporosis, I don't know if you should be running unless you've talked to your doctor. It's not out of the question if you've been doing it before and your bones can take it, but really big jumping, jogging, those big walk slow now, those big box jumps that they do in CrossFit, you might want to be careful. Anything that can be great for bone building can lead to a fracture in weakened bones. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. You don't have to worry about getting COVID. I don't have COVID. It's just, I think, seasonal allergies. Avoid any jerky, rapid movements in general. Choose exercises with slow, controlled movements. But if you're fit and you've been doing these things for a while, this type of exercise, it's okay. Things like golf is one, or pickleball or something like that. Pickleball can be dangerous, folks. You have to be careful. All right, so just think about that one. Bending or forward flexion, if you do have osteoporosis, is a no-no. You don't want any rounding forward of your spine because it compresses your vertebrae together. So yay, no more sit-ups, no more crunches for you. Here we go, bone building. I'm going to blow my nose and put this on mute. Hold on. Sorry about that. I didn't want to blow my nose into the speaker. All right. You're going fast. You're building bones right now, but you're doing it safely, all right? If you've got osteoporosis, you're just doing a brisker walk. So no more crunches, no more folding forward. Watch some yoga moves that fold forward. Risk activities that could cause a fall, like the tightrope or the box jumps that I talked about. Just watching, even skiing might be a problem too if you do already have weaker bones, okay? Forceful spinal twisting, I talked about that. Pickleball, golf, tennis. Again, if you've been doing these for a while, the one thing I don't want to do is scare you from doing the things that you love to do. I don't want to scare you. You just have to be aware, and maybe don't start these activities. Walk slow. Maybe don't start these activities if you've just been diagnosed with osteoporosis, okay? Good. If you're already doing them, talk to your doctor just to make sure. All right. Talk about, again, the body likes a load, and the loads vary by the things that we're doing. So swimming, no, not good for bones. Brisk walking, jogging, even better. Jumping. And then the next one is strength training. If you do have joint issues and you can't jump, you need, no matter what, you need to be doing strength training. But if you can't jump and you can't do some of those things, but you do, because you do have weak bones, then your only source of exercise for bone building right now are these, maybe a little bit brisker walk or something, and strength training, putting resistance on your muscles, which then puts resistance on your bones. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about strength training now as you do one of your bone building movements for a whole minute walking faster. Hold on as you go. I'm going to blow my nose again. All authentic here. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I knew this was going to be a problem when I started filming these this morning. Okie dokie. So many women I know run screaming when I say strength training. It's my passion. It's what I do, and I can help you so much. But the excuses that I hear is I don't want to bulk up. Oh, unless you're a bodybuilder and you have an extreme workout plan and you are really watching your diet and taking hormones like testosterone, you will not bulk up. I don't want to hurt myself is a great excuse, because I see so many people start a strength training program doing what they did in their 30s, now walk slow, and they end up getting hurt. So you have to be careful. If you're over 50, you have to do things a little bit differently, and you have to be careful that you don't hurt yourself, because that is a big thing. Another excuse I hear is I'm too old. You're never ever too old. I've seen women start in their 70s and feel so much better. They feel so much more confident in themselves. They feel stronger. They might even feel a little bit more arm definition. It's never too late. That you don't know how is not a good excuse, because you know me now, all right? So I know how to help you, and let me help you, because there's so many benefits of strength training. Stronger bones, which we're talking about, increased muscle mass. Muscle mass is directly related to your weight. The more muscles you have, the more calories you're going to burn, even at rest. So building your muscle mass is one of the key things I talk to women about if they want to lose weight. And now a bone building blast. Go faster, 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 or you're jumping. Again, strength training helps with posture. It helps with balance. It helps to reduce joint pain. When your muscles are stronger, they can support your joints better. And that's a fact of life. And then when you're doing some muscle strengthening, you do have to make sure you're doing it in a balanced way, and so that you are getting all the muscles around your joint, not just your quads, for instance, if you're looking at hurt knees, for instance, not just working the front of your legs, but you're also working the back and the side and the inner thigh. So that's important too. But working all of those muscles around that joint can definitely help improve joint pain. It has helped me with my knee pain. The other benefit is your ability to do the things you love with ease. Bending down to pick up your grandkids, going on that fabulous hike with family, and not being the one left behind because your knees hurt. All right, let's walk slow. Okay, so yep, it's a passion of mine. I'm getting back to my notes. We start to lose muscles and bone in our 30s because of the hormonal changes that happen naturally. They can happen artificially through a surgery, or if you have breast cancer like I have and you have to go on if you're premenopausal and you go on hormone depleting medicines to keep that estrogen down, you will go and start having muscle and bone loss and all those other fun hormonal or menopausal symptoms. And then with strength training, what you're doing is you're actually tearing down your muscles so they can recover and become stronger. As I said earlier, muscles burns 3 times more calories than fat. So your more muscle you have, the more calories you're going to be burning. Here we go. Fast, fast, fast. Excuse me. And then stronger muscles, again, I already talked about all these things. I'm repeating myself. Let's see. For the maximum benefit, here's where we start getting into the details. And what I love to do is I'm throwing all this stuff at you that you have to do, but it can get quite overwhelming as to how. You know you got to do it, but how? For strength training, the maximum benefit that you need is only 2 times a week. All right? Full body 2 times a week with maybe 1 or 2 days of recovery in between. You can do 3 days if you're in that mode. It's not illegal, but you only need 2 to get the most benefit. The rule is you can't do strength training 2 days in a row. You need to recover, because if you don't recover, then you're going to get hurt. All right. And as you get older, it takes longer to recover. Okay, we're walking slow. It takes longer to recover. I know firsthand. I usually give myself 2 days, if not more, in between a strength training workout. All right. So strength training is one of the key things you need to do to keep that body resilient and all the benefits that it has. The other thing that you need to do is keep that spine nice and tall. You've got to fix your poor posture. If it's already bad, I've got a 28 days posture fix program. Improve your posture. 28 days to better posture is what it's called. I'll leave the link below. But then you also, if you've got good posture, you've got to make sure you fix your daily habits along with improving the muscles and to strengthen your posture, stretch out the muscles that you need to do. You got to fix your daily habits, because you can do a posture workout one day and have like for 30 minutes. Now let's do the bone building, go faster, or do a bone building jump or a little hop or a stomp or a heel drop or a run or a jog, whatever you're doing. You can't go back and have poor posture all day and think you're going to have good posture. So poor habits such as looking down at your phone. Speaking of posture, how is your posture right now? Shoulders back and down, abs pulled in, even as you're doing this big one. I know you might be going faster, but make sure that you're not looking down. I know we don't want you to trip, but don't look down all the time. See if you can look out at the horizon and look for things that might conspire to trip you. But get that head up, get up off your chest. It not only causes that awful neck hump that we get as we get older, it can cause neck wrinkles. Make sure your computer is at eye level. That your monitor is at eye level. Adjust your chair or adjust your monitor so you're not looking down or you're not looking up. Let's walk slow, and then keep those shoulders back as often as you can, even while you're watching TV and driving in the car. I notice my posture gets really bad when I'm driving in the car, so I try to keep that headrest back there and keep my head back on the backrest so my chin's not coming down and my shoulders are back. You need to stretch your chest muscles. If you do have to spend a lot of time on the computer, you take posture stretch breaks. The chest muscles are like a little rubber band, and when we lean forward, they get really tight and they stay that way. So you need to stretch and loosen them out. You're walking slow, right? Good. You have to strengthen the upper back muscles, so those muscles get strong to pull your shoulders back naturally and protect that spine. And then you need to strengthen your core. Having a strong core, and your core muscles are the muscles from your armpits all the way down to your knees. Oh, we missed the 15-minute mark. I hope you turned around. We're already at 18 minutes and about 12 minutes left. Do a bone building movement, whatever that is for you. Fast, fast, fast. Keeping that core nice and strong. But this can be tricky if you've already got osteoporosis, because you can't do crunches, you can't do sit-ups, you can't do bicycles. But there's a lot of things that you can do, and I have all sorts of osteoporosis safe core workouts where we don't do crunches, we don't do bicycles, we do Sorry, my phone's ringing. We do leg lowers and planks and all sorts of fun things. And I've got level 1, level 2, and 3 for wherever you're at in your fitness journey. 10 more seconds of bone building. All right. So let's see. The next thing we have to do is you're walking slow. Okay, I'm going to make sure I've got enough time here. Walking slow. Practice your balance every day. Let's talk about balance because it's critically important, because the key for you if you've got osteoporosis or weak bones is you do not want to have a fall. If you have good balance, you're less likely to fall. Not if, but when you trip, as I talked about earlier. I have a balance test that I'll share, and you can use this to compare how you do against others your own age. In general, I ask all my members and clients to work on their balance every day. Try doing it throughout the day, like when you're brushing your teeth, standing on one foot, when you're doing the dishes or standing in line. You'll notice a big difference in a short amount of time. Make sure you do it safely, because again, you don't want to fall. So if you are just starting out, let's do a bone blast. Here we go. 1 minute of bone blasting exercise. Let's see, make sure you're doing it safely. So if you are just starting out, you can grab onto something in case you lose your balance. All right. In your workouts, try to do the moves on one leg. Like if you're doing a bicep curl or a shoulder press, try picking up one foot. Try standing on things that make it unstable, like a Bosu ball or a cushion or just a pillow or a towel. When you're doing your balance moves, just making it a little bit more difficult to do. You can even do this in your workouts by using an exercise ball or sitting on an exercise ball that had anything that's going to make you try to balance yourself against something unstable. Make it fun. I do a walk and learn about balance, and we do a minute of balance moves where we walk heel to toe. You could do that on a curb. Just playing games that you do with your grandkids maybe. Let's walk slow. So I've thrown a lot at you. And this is where I want to round it around with where my value add is creating a plan, because failing to plan is planning to fail. So you need to be working on strength training 2 days a week to build those strong muscles, either body weight or dumbbells or at the gym or with a band or something to put resistance. And I'm not talking about lifting those 1 pound weights 100 times. That's not strength training, unless that's where you're at and you feel muscle fatigue at that level. But I want you to make sure you're lifting heavy enough weights that your muscles go, oh my gosh, I have to work at that after 10 repetitions. So you do a bicep curl, and after the 10th repetition, you, oh my gosh, I can't do another one. Then you take a rest and you do another set, or you follow along to one of my strength training workouts. And while you're doing that, and here we go, fast. So you fit that in 2 days a week. And if you want to make it even more effective, you fit in the balance and the posture into those full body strength workouts. So you're working your upper back muscles, you're stretching your chest muscles, you're trying balance as you're doing your strength training. The other thing I want you to fit in is a core day. So I fit in, Monday and Friday, strength training. On Wednesday, I'll focus on core, which, to be honest, is strength training. I'm getting my core muscles to fatigue. It might not be as bone building because I might be on the mat, lying down and not standing up, but it's still working the core, which works my posture and my balance. And my muscles burn when I do Pilates. My core muscles, my inner, my outer thigh, my quads, my back of my legs, my back muscles, then I'm working hard to keep my spine resilient and strong. Let's go slow. I think we've got 2 more bone building events. And then on the off days when you're doing your walking, I'm calling this icing on the cake. If you want to work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that's fine with me for bone building. Monday, Friday, you're getting your strength training. Wednesday, you're getting your core. Cardio for bone building, making sure you're getting some impact will help, but it's kind of icing on the cake if you're doing strength training, all right? I have a couple strength training moves where we get impact in between, so it's double whammy with the impact. But Tuesdays and Thursdays can be your cardio days where you're getting some impact if your joints can take it. Saturdays, fitting in some fun activity. One of the things we got to make sure that we do is sitting is the new smoking, and we have to make sure that we're trying to not sit. This is the last, no. We got 2 more bone building. Go as fast as you can. Having in general more movement throughout the day means more bone health because you're getting up and you're standing and you're walking around. And that's just so much better for your muscles, for your joints, because motion is lotion and rest is rest. I set a timer on my phone for every 30 minutes. And when that timer goes off, I get up and move around for at least 5 minutes. My husband and I have been going out and walking down our driveway. We have a steep driveway and back up. Doing that on a day where I know I'm going to be on my computer all day is so helpful. And I can typically, if we do a walk in the morning, and then I do that all day long and we do a little walk in the evening, I can get my 10,000 steps in a day, which is my goal right now, 10 to 12,000 steps a day. I barely get that some days if I have to sit on my computer all day. That's so bad for my health. All right, walk slow. Okay, and then Sunday is your recovery day. Make sure you get in a recovery day. And so that's it. Did that make sense? I have this all laid out on my blog. I follow along to this formula: 2 days of strength, 1 day of core, 2 days of cardio, and a fun activity, getting outside, doing one of these walk and learns, and a recovery day is all you need. It's not that complicated. And to be honest, I get these all done in 30 minutes. You don't need more. There is recommended 30 minutes a day, 3 days a week. That's the average. So if you do this 30 minutes a day, every day, 30 minutes is only 5% of your day. If you can fit it in 30 minutes and it's all you need and it's enough, you do more than that and you may end up getting hurt. And you do not have to do an hour-long sweaty workout to get the benefits of exercise, all right? All right, last bone building event, you make it your own. I want to talk about a couple other ways to prevent a fall. Let's see. There are an estimated 2 million people who fall and injure themselves enough to go to the emergency room every year. 500,000 of those 2 million that go to the emergency room results in a hospital stay. All right? That's a lot. And if you listen to my first one, the scary statistics, if you break a bone and you injure yourself, the chance of recovery is so dismal. And if you're over 50, I can't remember the stat, but so many women over 50, even men that fall and break a bone, die afterwards because fractures can be very life-altering. All right, okay, we got 5 more seconds. Make this good. We're going to walk slow, then we're going to cool down. So things that you can do to prevent a fall: stop multitasking and pay attention to where you're walking and what you're doing. Slow down. Don't walk and look at your phone. I get so angry when I see people walking and looking at their phone. Oh my God, that phone better be in your pocket right now if you're out walking with me. Take a look around your home. Do you have throw rugs that are all over? Pick them up. Put them away. What about your pets? We love them, but why do they love hanging around our feet? Keep your eyes open for them, all right? Walk slow. Speaking of eyes, get your eyes checked. Vision plays an important role in preventing falls, especially if you can't judge distances and go to grab a stairwell or a railing of the stairs. You could not grab it and fall down. Most falls happen at night, and guess where? In the bathroom. So get a night light and use it. Ready? We're going to cool down. And watch your medications, okay? You are at higher risk for falls with some medications because they might make you dizzy or interact with each other. So make sure you're talking to your doctor if you're feeling dizzy at all. 2 minutes cool down. Let's stretch out our calf. We did a lot of bone building events. So make sure, I'm only giving you 2 minutes to stretch out and cool down. Cool down. And you might need a little bit more. So watch my after walk stretch. Bring that back foot back and stretch out one of your calves. So summary in creating a better and more resilient body is make weight bearing and strength training, building balance and posture exercise a part of your workout plans. I have a whole osteoporosis fitness plan. All of my monthly workout calendars should be following this, and if they're not, you come talk to me. Reduce your risk of falling or anything that could hurt brittle bones. And then talk to your, switch legs if you haven't already for your calves. Talk to your doctor, know your risk for fractures, get screened, get diagnosed, okay? So you've listened to all of these 3 things, hopefully, these 3 walk and learns about building bone health, the importance of our bones and why bones matter, how to prevent bone loss, and how to create a stronger, more resilient body. There are medications that I have not dug into that you need to talk to your doctor about that can help, but make sure you talk about the side effects as well, because all of them do have side effects. I'd rather you do it naturally if you can. That's it. Take a deep breath in. We've got about 20 more seconds of a cool down. If you need any help, make sure you reach out. I'll put a link to a 30-minute free wellness consultation that you can have with me to talk about my philosophy, what I have to offer, and how I would help women over 50 get moving and feel better. And if you are a member already, you can still do this too. Reach out to me anytime. I love talking to you. That's it. Did you learn a little bit more about your bones? I sure hope so. And I hope one of the takeaways is that it's very important to create a strong, resilient body. 1, to protect and keep those bones healthy. And then 2, if you do have weak bones, to keep your body strong and resilient for any curveball that comes your way. All right. And to do that, what do you need to do? Strength training. And I can help. I'd love for you to try my free basic strength training workout that's designed just for us over 50. It's simple, it's easy to use, and all you have to do is click that link below and send me your email, and I'll send you the free workout right away. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below. Give me a thumbs up if you liked what you learned. I'd love to know what you learned and what a key takeaway you had, and don't forget to subscribe right there. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.